festival of walks. 5 walks for everyone, wheelchair friendly to the very fit. Dogs welcome. Register online now at newportmuster.org.uk or sign up on the day. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, #MusterNewport. 12th of September, the Newport Muster 2015.
Soundtracks at 10 p.m. on Tuesdays plays film music.
Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
You're good, kid. But as long as I'm around, you're second best. You might as well learn to live with it.
Welcome back to Lifestyle MK, and we're talking about the first time.
Right, well, I was just thinking...
After Ashley's first time.
I think you might need to call him after the show, make sure he's still...
Breathing, yes.
Walking, and if there's any custard creams left.
That's true.
I think you should share.
If you've been listening, Ashley has been doing exercise for the first time in a year, and he has survived it, and it was a great report. And we want to be hearing from you. So what have you been doing for the first time? What tweets have we received?
Well, we had a tweet from a Patsy Wright, and she stated, since doing a show for the first time since I was in school, I've started volunteering for everything. I've even recorded the answer phone message at the pharmacy.
Oh, brilliant.
So that's really cool. I do like that.
Yeah, that's fab.
And I did have a friend mention that she's gone to Alton Towers for the first time today, and I haven't heard from her yet, so I might also check in with her after the show.
It's awful, isn't it? Yeah, better not go down that road.
No.
Well, if you're thinking about buying your first car, stay tuned, because that is what Man Cave is all about. We've got Dave, and he's going to be talking about choosing your first car and getting it on the road. So, Dave, it's over to you and Man Cave.
Hi, Audrey. Thanks for that. So first cars and first-time drivers. So in the last year, we had over 700,000 new drivers on the roads in the UK, which is just an incredible number. That's far more than I thought. So here's a few tips just for getting on the road for the first time. My first tip when buying a car is, why not buy the car that you learn to drive in, or a similar model, because you're used to how it feels to drive, and it allows you to focus on the driving, not worry about a strange feeling in the car. Obviously that's not always possible with a lot of people driving brand new cars when they learn. So the best things to look at are the Euro NCAP for safety and your driver's insurance group. And the two that I've gone for as the top tips are the Vauxhall Corsa and the Toyota Aygo. So then once you've got your car, you need to insure it, and there's a couple of things that you can do to try and bring those premiums down. The first thing is a well-known one: add an experienced driver as a name driver on your insurance. This can be a parent, grandparent, or even a family friend. But bear in mind, don't do this the other way around. Don't have the experienced driver as the leader on the policy. That is illegal. And the other option you can do, it's becoming more common nowadays, is to have a black box policy or a pay-as-you-drive. These have tracking devices put in your car, and it monitors your driving, and you can save money from that. So these are my top tips for anyone who's looking at going out on the road for the first time.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Dave. And now we've got Gadina and First Time, First Love.
First time, first love, oh what a feeling is this. Electricity flows with the very first kiss, like a break in the clouds. And the first ray of sun, I can feel it inside. Something new has begun, and it's taking control of my body and mind. It begins when I heard I love you for the very first time. The very first time. For the very first time. This life, this love, oh what a sweetness I feel. So mysterious yet so incredibly real. It's an uncharted sea, it's an unopened door, but you gotta reach and you gotta explore. Even though you're not sure till the moment arrives, that is, and you know you're in love.
the Lifestyle MK team, and we're talking about first times for everything. And there's a great opportunity to get to know Milton Keynes for the first time if you haven't already done so this week, because it's Heritage Day and it's also the 10th anniversary of Heritage Day celebrations. So we've been having a look at what there is to do, and there's quite a few things that have taken our fancy. So what am I going to see you actually?
I'm going to have to say celebrating the apple at York House in Stony Stratford.
This sounds really good.
I didn't realise that there was actually a cider making tradition locally, so that's...
Yeah.
See, I learnt something
Well,
new
there you
already.
go.
There
Yeah.
you go. But apparently on Saturday the 12th at between 1 and 4 o'clock, so that's a nice kind of afternoon.
Yeah.
You meet local experts, so you can learn about the traditions, harvesting and the juice and cider making locally.
Brilliant.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that
And
is.
hopefully maybe try some.
Try a bit, yeah, sample
But
some.
not if you're driving.
Yes, very good point. Sticking with the food and drink theme,
Yes.
I rather like the look of the Olney Food Festival, which is going to be in the Cowper and Newton Museum. The museum is open from Thursday till Sunday at 10:30am until 4:30. So again, really nice stretch there. But the food festival's only on the Saturday and Sunday, so there'll be loads of people bringing their wares. You can sample things for the first time, locally grown produce, and so that sounds fantastic as well.
Absolutely.
What else is going on this weekend?
Well, we've got some mysterious objects from the Bucks County Museum collection at the Bletchley Library. So that does sound quite interesting. That's Thursday. So Thursday the 10th between 10 and 2, and then Central Milton Keynes Library on Friday the 11th between 10 and 2. So you've got an
You've got a
opportunity
choice.
to go to either of those. So that'd be quite interesting.
Fantastic.
So-
The one that I was also really interested in, of course, was the trailblazer for the first computer, and this is Bletchley Park.
Of course, yes.
World War II code breaking.
yeah.
It's Bletchley Park is giving away 200 free tickets.
Wow.
So if you want to get in on that act, go and visit www.bletchleypark.org.uk or give them a call on 01908 272 684 to go and see their code breaking centre. I've heard it's absolutely brilliant. So that's very exciting.
Very exciting,
There's loads
yes.
of stuff going on. And the one thing I hadn't realised was how big the skate culture was. in
Yes,
Milton
yeah, that
Keynes.
was quite new to me as well. I mean, I come from Plymouth originally, and there's quite a big skate culture there.
Right.
But obviously, you know, I'm kind of grown up a little bit now, so I didn't realise that was still something that was going on.
And in Buzzy Plaza, we've
Yeah.
got a skate jam going
So
on.
that's amazing, and that's something interesting to watch, even if you're not part of that.
Yes.
So it's you know, you're just sort of looking at my nephew and the tricks that he pulls out,
Yeah.
and it's inspiring, isn't it?
It's absolutely brilliant. And you can have a go as
Yeah,
well if you want
absolutely,
to. I'm sure
yeah.
you can hire skates and
Yeah.
hopefully hire a teacher as well to help you along. Otherwise you'll end up sounding like Ashley did earlier. But there's loads of stuff going on, and so that's from the 10th to the 13th of September. If you want to get to know your town for the first time, Heritage Day is the way to go. But also, really exciting, we've got the Rugby World Cup coming up, and on the streets of Milton Keynes from the 2nd and 3rd of October, there's going to be a Battle of the Drums. So that's going on. Do go and see that. So that's 2nd and 3rd of October.
Sounds good.
Loads of stuff going on. We've been talking about the first time for everything. This is Lifestyle MK, that's Audrey, Jill and David, and we're going to be broadcasting lifestyle chat, fun and features on Saturdays from October the 3rd on Seclo Sounds Community Radio for Milton Keynes. Tune in.
MK Pulse proudly sponsors Seclo Sounds. MK Pulse is Milton Keynes' local magazine, bringing helpful information on food, health, fashion, money, travel, culture